So before this video gets started, if you are an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or a gig worker and you want paid time off, if you want paid time off, sick leave, you want protection if you get into accidents, if you want income protection, if you want protection if you ever get deactivated, hospitalized, if you ever do get deactivated and you want your account back as well, there's a brand new company that just launched and they got $1.6 million in funding. They're doing same day cash transfers to drivers, to gig workers for, you know, paid time off, all that stuff. If you want that, the company's called Cover. And if you use my link down below, you get 30 days for free. It does start at $7 a month. But again, if you use my link, you get 30 days for free. No commitments, no annual contracts. You can cancel and pause at any time. At least check it out. At least click my link down below and accept that gift of 30 days for free. And now let's get on to the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about how much money Uber and Lyft is spending to keep drivers independent in California. This is, you know, the biggest thing going on in rideshare right now is essentially the government is trying to make Uber and Lyft make all of their drivers employees and put them on minimum set wages and on set schedules. Make them give drivers paid time off, sick leave, health benefits, you know, protections, rights to unionize, and the most important one, an actual set wage, a minimum, at least a minimum wage, not only during trips but in between rides while you're waiting for rides. So this is the biggest thing ever to go on, and so big in fact that Uber and Lyft have already spent millions of dollars to oppose this. It's actually a law right now in California that they have to treat their drivers like employees. Uber and Lyft have just been refusing to do so. But now we're going to be talking about in November next month, Prop 22, Proposition 22 will either pass or not pass, and that will be the verdict in California, not only in California, but in every other state as well. Why? Because if this passes or even doesn't pass, whatever the outcome is in California, other states will most likely adopt similar models. If it doesn't pass, I think nationwide Uber and Lyft drivers will become employees because every other state will just be like, okay, well, we're gonna do the same thing. If it doesn't pass, it's gonna look a little bit different. Or if Prop 22 passes, then it could be a state-by-state thing. But yeah, let's get into this article. So this is on Yahoo News, and they actually just created this article today. So this is the most up-to-date article they created this morning on October 5th. Maybe yesterday by the time you're watching this video, probably. Uber and Lyft spend big in California to oppose even costlier gig worker law. This is by Tina Bellon. Uber Lyft Technologies Inc. together are spending nearly $100 million on a November California ballot initiative to overturn a state law that would compel them to classify drivers as employees. That sum looks huge. However, then the potential costs of complying with the existing law. So that $100 million, guys, sounds like a lot of money, but if they have to treat all their drivers as employees, Uber and Lyft are gonna have to spend millions, if not billions of dollars, simply just paying drivers money. So this $100 million, they're basically investing in money, they're basically investing to try to keep drivers independent and essentially keep underpaying drivers, which, whatever it is, what you want to call it. I mean, actually, it is a little bit misleading. Drivers usually don't know how much they're getting until they start driving for them and realize how little they're getting paid. But for Uber and Lyft to just pay drivers on independent contractor 1099 is much easier tax-wise and just expense-wise than doing W-2. The two ride-hailing companies would each face more than, oh, here we go, $392 million in annual payroll taxes and workers' compensation costs, even if they drastically cut the number of drivers on their platform. Oh my gosh, almost $400 million just in payroll costs and yeah, in workers' compensation costs. For a graphic on potential price hikes, click here. Well, it's an unclickable link, but I could probably copy and paste that if I really wanted to. Let's take a look. So it's gonna actually increase prices for passengers as well. Passenger increase price. So down here in California, prices are gonna go up the most, and then in there by San Francisco, LA, it's not gonna go up too much. So in cities, it's gonna be pretty much the same, 25% increase, not a whole lot, but in rural areas, it could be over twice as much. Using a recently published Cornell University driver pay study in Seattle as a basis, Reuters calculated that each full-time driver would cost the company on average an additional $7,700. That includes a roughly $4,000 in annual employer-based California federal payroll taxes and $3,000 annual workers' compensation insurance, which is mandated in California. So they have to pay insurance too. It's almost half of their costs. The companies say they would need to significantly hike prices to offset at least some of those additional costs, and which in turn would likely cause a decrease in consumer demand. There's gonna be a lot less rides. Basically, in California, there's gonna be a lot less people using Uber, both from the passenger perspective as well as the drivers, if this doesn't pass. Uber and Lyft also said that they could abandon the California market, an economy that would rank 5th in the world if the state were a sovereign nation. Other US states have said they plan to follow California's lead and pass similar laws. I was correct. Other states have said the same thing, guys. Look, other states are gonna adopt this law, guys. A yes vote on California's Prop 22 would overturn the gig worker law. So the law is already passed. That's the thing. Uber and Lyft is fighting a lost cause. Like, they're fighting against a law that was already passed. They're basically trying to overturn a law. So this is gonna be huge. It's a big fight. I'm not gonna get into all the details because I know you guys are probably bored with this, but I'll leave the link in the description to this article down below. I highly recommend reading it on Yahoo News. And also I'm gonna leave links down below for Cover if you want paid time off and sick leave. If you use my link, you get your first 30 days for free. For Play OCTOPUS, if you want to start getting money with a tablet on the back of your headrest for your passengers to play games on. And yeah, guys, there's a bunch of other cool links down below. Leave this video a big thumbs up, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.